So was this the plan all along? One in, one out, Jeff Cobb is the replacement for Braun Strowman. And if that is the case, I don't want to come across that I am being insensitive here, but this is a bloody good replacement. So it's been fairly obvious for some time now that Jeff Cobb is WWE bound. He is going to be turning up in the WWE any time from now, and rumors are rampant that it could be as early as this next week. Rumors are saying that Jeff Cobb is going to be at Backlash. Now, we don't know if that's going to be in an on-screen capacity or whether he's just going to be backstage, roaming around, and, you know, maybe they do the old kind of NXT adage and he's going to be in the crowd and, oh my God, look, Jeff Cobb is here. And it could be something like Jeff Cobb is used somewhere on the programming, maybe, to kind of come and help someone. Who knows? Like, Jeff Cobb is going to be at Backlash. It's just the latest word. And I'm looking forward to it. Now, I haven't always been thinking that, you know, right, let's get Jeff Cobb right in the mix, because Jeff Cobb has been a very, very good professional wrestler over his time. However, Jeff Cobb has never really ascended to the heights of anywhere he's really been. I mean, I think when he was in Lucha Underground, he was Lucha champion for a bit, you know, maybe about 3 months or so. Apart from that, he's had a pretty steady career in the mid-card to lower mid-card, a tag team champion in Japan, a TV champion in Ring of Honor and in Japan. Like, he has never really done anything more than that. And for some people, that's okay. Like, not everyone can be world champion. So in that aspect, I thought, okay, cool. If Jeff Cobb comes to the WWE, he will be a very good wrestler, a good, fun wrestler. However, I thought with Japan's ties to AEW, that's where he will end up. That's where, you know, is the natural place for him to go. And he's already been introduced on AEW TV. But seemingly, that isn't the plan of action for Jeff Cobb. Now, this was about to be a whole different video. I was going to come out here and say, is Jeff Cobb to WWE premature? And I might have got heat for that, to be completely honest. Me saying it right now, I might get heat for it. But when you look at Jeff Cobb's age, how many of you knew that Jeff Cobb is 42 years old? 42! Now, you can wrestle at 42. I'm not saying you can't, but he is WWE age. Like, let's be completely honest. For him to go to AEW would be absolutely fine, but if you want on your CV that you wrestled for the biggest company in the world, then this is the time, this is the age where he should be ascending to WWE. So I thought maybe he should step his foot into North America in terms of a TNA, an AEW, really climb the ranks and solidify himself as more than just a tag team guy or a lower mid-card guy. But to be honest, we may have run out of time for that. 42, he is primed for the WWE. He knows his stuff at this point. So let's just see what the WWE have for him. And to be honest, as we know, it only takes that one thing. That one thing can be, you know, what gets you over and makes you ascend up the card, make you a main eventer. It's just that one thing, that one moment. So here's to hoping that Jeff Cobb gets his one moment in the WWE. Now, when the Jeff Cobb rumors started coming out, I actually felt quite down at the time because Bronson Reed was on an ascension. Bronson Reed was on an absolute tear, and we all know Bronson Reed is recuperating from injury right now and hope he gets better soon. But I thought just the similarities between these two men from, you know, the Pacific Islands in terms of their descent, and they're coming in, same size sort of thing, and Bronson Reed is doing so good, and now he's shelved. It's almost like we have a ready-made replacement in Jeff Cobb. It actually messed with me and I thought, that is just so unfortunate. However, it looks like from all reports, Jeff Cobb is about to land on SmackDown, which is away from Bronson Reed, which is a start. It's good. Now, Jeff Cobb is a great wrestler, right? And it's funny because as a big man coming in, you know, it's almost like a big man has to leave. And we have recently seen in the releases, Braun Strowman is out. So was this the plan all along? One in, one out, Jeff Cobb is the replacement for Braun Strowman. And if that is the case, I don't want to come across that I am being insensitive here, but this is a bloody good replacement. For those that haven't watched Jeff Cobb, he is an excellent replacement if we are kind of doing a like-for-like situation with Jeff Cobb and Braun Strowman. Now, I think Braun Strowman, especially in his last WWE run, he gave it his all, because we all know the injuries with Braun Strowman, especially pertaining to his legs and his knees, and just how awkward it looks when he's running ropes or running around the ring. Like, Braun Strowman was truly fighting against something that was telling him to stop. But with Jeff Cobb, you're not going to get any of that. You're not going to get anyone that's fighting against, those kind of high-level injuries that can really affect your performance. Jeff Cobb is free-flowing. Jeff Cobb does a lot of power moves. He can work as the big man. He can even work in other kind of domains. I'm not just saying he's like a big power move guy. Like, he is very agile at the same time. Like most of these big men come these days, they're almost like a hybrid. So if it is one in, one out, like for like sort of situation, Jeff Cobb coming in for Braun Strowman is a really good deal for the WWE, especially if we look at a financial factor as well. I don't know what Jeff Cobb will be paid, so I'm just speculating here. But last time that Braun Strowman was released, he was released on the basis that he was getting paid far too much money for the amount of usage that WWE were getting out of him. Now, that is probably the same reasoning, along with injuries, why he's been released this time round, because it was reported that Braun Strowman negotiated really high for his return to the WWE. And they probably looked at it again saying, well, we're not using him that much. Injuries is a thing. Let's get rid of Braun Strowman. So if they've managed to get a better wrestler in the same kind of ilk as Braun Strowman for less money, then of course you have to say this is going to be a good deal. So all that is left is for Jeff Cobb to appear on TV, and we see where he fits in, and the crowd, the mainstream, can see what Jeff Cobb is all about. Someone that I've said early on in this video, he's always been placed in and around the mid-card, but if you ask me, this man has more to offer than just a tag team and mid-card wrestler. He is very, very entertaining. His style is very, very good. And now is to see if him being dropped in the deep end of the WWE, it can bring something more out of someone that is a very experienced pro wrestler. We all know what NXT's men's division looks like right now and how much help that needs. He has bypassed NXT by all reports. He is heading straight to main roster. He is heading straight to SmackDown, and we may see him within the next few days live on TV. Let's see how Jeff Cobb makes an impact for the WWE.